We're going to be moving from health to fashion now, and I see everybody looking radiant. Okay, I like that. So fashion is next, but there's a video we want to show you, and it's on gender, power, and purpose in fashion, dressed to disrupt. So, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to please turn your attention to the screens as we show you this video. Then we'll go into a very interesting plenary. So media, over to you now.
My name is Dora Usizmeche. I be tailor. Over 30 years now. Now they do tailoring work. Now the way God just create me with this. Even when my mother give birth to me, they tell her, say, making it drown me. So why he go give birth to picking like me? So he not gonna take her long. So they not gonna put hope for me. Things say I go pass away, mostly if I dey sick. So they come quickly get that one belly. They come born her.
They were trying to make my mother feel that, why would you have this kind of thing? Just dwell with her and so that you forget your pains.
When I did school, my father come tell me, say, I no go fit to go further. Because I no go fit follow them, go the right exam for different places. He come say me, I go learn how to typist. So I went for about 3 months. I said, I no fit do typist, I no like am. Me, I do tailoring. My mother carry me go there, still small. I think that I go there around that kind 18. The woman said, I will fit pedal with one leg. I say yes. So the woman go cut clothes, full ground. Before you know it, people where they use motor, I don't first they so finish. So you can't take me the insult. They say somebody where they use one leg, and you know they use motor. It will still the first one they so finish. How na take day? God just give me the strength, and I get passion for that tailoring work. Even when I get belly, I pedal machine so the next day I still born. I don't train so many girls, not be 30, not be 40. I dey train them so that they will become something to the society. I dey train them, make them even know more than myself. I dey work, but money I know they see. I know they charge well because of the area where I dey. Something where they go fit so for New Benin, 70,000, 60,000. I go so at 25. Then maybe after I buy things finish, gain where go reach me, maybe they can 4,000. Or 6,000, but I no fit leave the work because I no fit do another thing. And the crutches when I dey use, don't they tell on me. If I put this my cloth now, if you see my shoulder, I be like a hanger where they say they put suit. Packaging also matters. When you reach there, you see say materials they dey everywhere. The store they okay, machines are okay. If I tell you price, you no agree, you suffer trek come out.
When I sometimes sit down and remember how we grew up, I shed tears. That this person, I grew up to understand that she will not amount to anything. Is somebody that we are all proud of today.
At least before this life go turn upside down, I will drive and I will get to the stage when I want reach.
We have her right here with us. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be having a conversation with the inspiring Madam Dora Godwin. And to do this, it is my pleasure to welcome my colleague, Bukola Shaba, who will be speaking with her.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've not seen a better welcome for anybody on this stage since this summit started. Can we put our hands together for Madam Dora Godwin? I mean, they went, traditional. Is that traditional to you? Is that your music? That's amazing. How do you feel about that? Just that welcome alone. Can you put the mic in your... Yes.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good evening.
I'm happy to be here this morning. Thank you for the privilege. My name is Dora Godwin. I'm from Benin, Esako precisely. So I was asked to come to this place today, and I'm happy that I'm here. I'm a seamstress by profession. So
if you didn't tell us, we would figure it out somehow because your fashion is giving. I'm loving the cap and the shorts, how it's all working together.
So God has been faithful to me.
Awesome.
God has been giving me strength. I've been doing this job for the past 30-something years now.
Wow. Amazing.
Now, I've trained a lot of girls. I've trained more than 200 girls. Right from Warri. I came from Warri to Benin. We relocated to Benin.
Let me ask you a question about that training. What inspires you? What is it that keeps you, makes you wake up every day and feel like I need to not just look out for myself, but I need to also do something for these other women? What inspires you?
I beg, no verse, I want to speak Pidgin.
No, please. I'm sure. Do we understand Pidgin? Yes. So please, go ahead.
So, I be one go school, I go to JS2. I say, no, make I just learn something. May I learn work. I don't want to beg. And I don't want to sit down one place. So I can't go learn work. So I learned tailoring work for a period of 2 years. And I was very smart for the work. Even the madam will teach me. Even things say I don't learn before. So the old machines where I get, all of them get motor where they use. So I know can't they use to the motor. I can't they use leg. Even at that, now me still the first other guests, they do finish.
Wow.
Because
Amazing.
God just give me the strength. Why I tell they do until today, I still did the work. But the crushes one I they use now, don't they tell on me. I they get problem for my cord, my shoulders, even this is the sign of the crushes. So you don't they give me mark. So I don't they from one problem to another. So I get 2 sons. Now they work, now I with my husband come till they combine, they help each other. Where we fit sponsor our children go school. So now one don't graduate, but one still do school.
Amazing. That is wonderful. Okay. You get one question where I ask you before. I want try. Oh my goodness. I want to try ask you again, right? Waiting they motivate you, may you feel they help all these young girls to learn, all these young girls where you talk, say they train. Waiting they motivate you to do that one.
And that they come meet me for the road where we did, not be saying boasting, for starting to the end. Now my store that they come.
Amazing.
Now my store, now me get girls, both women. So I did get joy to teach girls work. So many don't free from my hand, and I still get more for stores till now.
Amazing. Can we put our hands together for her? So this is a woman who is empowering other young women with her skills that she has been doing for over 30 years. That is amazing. And you started to talk about, the challenge where they get with the crutches. So now, what thing people feel do for you? If you want, what thing we feel do to help you with that challenge right now?
I wish may government just help me. If I feel if not small ride, may I feel take the follow up.
Okay. When you say ride, you mean car, right? Yes. A car, okay.
Yes. Then even my instruments when I use like machines, now old ones.
Okay.
Now old ones I they use, and I not get electric machine. So now I still they pedal till now.
Wow.
So I still they pedal. So everything about my body now this leg.
Wow.
So at a time the knee call they pay me. I can't go hospital. They say not be arthritis. They say now my weight. They tell on the leg.
Yeah.
Now I tell the pedal. Now I tell the waka. Everything about my life now only this leg I they use. So the leg now the thing though they weigh me now. They go one side.
All right.
So now I just need assistance.
Thank you, Madam Godwin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an inspiring woman all the way from Benin City, a seamstress. We have heard about her story, not just as someone who, goes out of her way to ensure that she's able to look after herself and her family, but is also empowering other young women. And she has mentioned the challenge today, so perhaps something is nudging at your heart. Do not harden it. Thank you. Please help me put your hands together for Madam Dora Godwin.
I beg, make una clap well now. Clap well. Amazing. Let's put our hands together for LXS. Amazing. Brilliant work. I beg, wait till me motivate for Pigeon. Ginger. Because I saw people protesting. I'm like, motivate. Ginger. I love that. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for yourselves. Oh, how did they say put your hands together for yourselves in Pidgin? That's English now. That's still English. How do you say it in Pidgin? Clap yourself. I don't know, man. Don't quote me. Clap your hand. I like that. Clap your hand. Jam your hand. That's still English now. But I beg, jam your hand for yourself. Thank you very much for being such a good sport. We're going to be having a plenary still on gender, power, and purpose in fashion, dressed to disrupt. And I'll be welcoming the moderator for this plenary session in the person of Princess Agumbiade, the founder, BBB Women Organization. Let's give a GS25 welcome to Princess Agumbiade, founder, Triple B Women Organization. We can do better. Jam your hand for her. All right, so I'm going to be inviting the panelists on this plenary, and it's my pleasure to welcome a modest fashion advocate. Ladies and gentlemen, jam your hands for Prudential Gabriel as she comes up this evening. You have such a fan base. Let's keep clapping till she comes up. A modest fashion advocate, and this plenary is on gender, power, and purpose in fashion. So I'm going to hand over to Princess Agumbiade to take us away. Thank you.
All right, the energy is so high in the hall right now. Good evening, everybody. I can't hear your voices. Good evening. All right, it's an absolute honor to welcome you to this powerful session, Dressed to Disrupt, Gender, Power, and Purpose in Fashion. Oh, don't you just love a session that blends two powerful industries, the gender space and, of course, the creative economy. My name, as they introduced me already, is Princess Agumbiade, and I will be moderating this session as we explore how fashion can be more than fabric, but a force for visibility, autonomy, empowerment, and equity. Fashion is how we tell the world who we are, even before we speak. And today, we're speaking with a woman who has not only used fashion to reclaim identity and empower women, but who is shaping an entire movement around modesty, entrepreneurship, and representation. Please join me as I pass the mic to the beautiful, delectable Prudence Gabriel. Okay, wait. You need to hear this. The founder of Prudential Styling, Prudential Fashion Academy, an overall creative, and of course, the modest fashion advocate. Ladies and gentlemen, can I hear those hands, please? It's not easy. All right, so let's begin. Right. How are you feeling?
I'm good. Hello. How are you? Good to have every one of you here. I'm so happy to be here with you guys.
Yeah. So let's begin, right? Let's talk personally, right? Not as a designer this time, but as a woman. What's your relationship with fashion? How do you use fashion to assert who you are, especially as a woman of faith and power?
Okay, first, we all know that fashion is not what anybody can stay away from. Fashion is a lifestyle. Fashion is a language. Fashion, I would say, is a culture. So if you meet somebody like me, just like what those the dancers, the singers were wearing, you can really tell where they are from. So fashion is an identity. You can just see someone and then you know where they are from with fashion. So you can represent fashion. You can tell people who you are through what you're wearing. Like people can just see you and just know that, okay, this is who this person is by what they are wearing. So fashion is very beautiful.
Fashion is a lifestyle, yes, culture, and an identity. I love that.
Thank you.
So people misunderstand modesty so many times, and I know that you're a modest fashion advocate. As we already know you, look at you looking elegant, but also modest today. So how has this definition, how has it evolved over time? How you define modest fashion, and how do you inspire women to, reclaim their agency using modest fashion?
Modesty is a choice. Modesty is beautiful. When people say less is more, I would still bring that into modesty, because you are dressed the way you dress, and how you look should be your choice. It shouldn't be what anybody would maybe push you to be. But there is beauty when you don't have to expose any part of your body, and this happens only when you are convinced. It's from the inside. It's not what anybody forced you to do. Modesty should be the norm as a woman. When you're in the midst of people, when you're in the midst of where you have a lot of people, and you see how different people look, you will notice that the ones who are modest are not so loud. Yeah. They just find one place, one corner, and then they find their space. While others, you will find them in people's eyes. So people easily turn their necks on what they want to see, to be honest. But when you are modest, you are special, you are reserved, everybody wants to speak to you in a very decent way. I know what I'm talking about. People want to speak to you in a way that you will not be offended. So there are times where I used to visit Balogun Market in Lagos, and I can go with a friend of mine, and you know how the market can be. Once you step into the market, our Igbo brothers will be like, fine girl, all those, they'll start touching you. So if I be like, why are you touching her? They'll be like, that's because say you know fine. So sometimes it's because of what they are actually wearing that makes them really get attracted to just want to talk to them. So because me, when I'm going to the market, I just like to wear maybe like joggers and t-shirts. So, but they won't disturb me. Rather, they will start disturbing my friends who just want to wear leggings. So they'll be like, fine girl, come. I'm like, why are you touching her? And it can be very embarrassing. So you can choose to take out embarrassment from your space the way you look. People would definitely respect you. People would want to be like you. There are so many people who want to look like me. I get DMs of people saying, oh, I want to be dressing the way you do. And I tell them, it's not just the way I do, it is who you are. Our mothers find it very offensive. Let me say my mother find it very offensive when she sees maybe my friend comes and they are looking somewhere, be like, how is she your friend? Look at her, yeah, just look at her, she's dressing. That's how they see. They believe that every woman should be covered. Whether you have money or you don't have, it should be your style, it should be who you are.
Modesty is a choice. Yeah, and also informs how people approach you. That is powerful, So basically dress how you want to be addressed.
Yes.
Love it. So you've built a brand that not only inspires, but empowers. Creative visibility and jobs for over 5,000 women via the Prudential Fashion Academy. Wow, guys, 5,000 women. That deserves a round of applause, please. That deserves a round of applause. Come on. Many women in the fashion space still remain stuck in the informal sector. So what do you think are the biggest structural barriers to women's economic empowerment in fashion, and how do we move from informal hustle to formal opportunity?
Okay, so first I'm going to share my story on how I got to where I am. At first, fashion was never part of my life, was never part of my dream. Nobody in my family was or is a fashion designer. I'm the first fashion designer in the whole of my family.
Wow.
I wanted to be a medical doctor, and I do music. Because I just dropped a song, so many people thought she just got married, so she discovered her talent. I've been singing for years in church, and I thought I was going to be a music artist or a minister. So because of so many things I couldn't get at that time, I didn't have sponsor into the university at that time, and I started doing the waitress work. Before the waitress job, I think I worked as a nanny for at least 3 people in Lagos. I work as a cleaner, and then lastly, I work as a waitress. Now, throughout these processes, nothing could stop my dream. You know, when you know who you are and you know what you want, no matter the location you find yourself, something will still be navigating you to purpose. So when I find myself doing all these jobs, I was always the best in what I do. So in the waitress or the hospitality business, I'm always having my bosses promoting me. Oh, let's promote her from this to this. Oh, she's very good. That's because of who I am. So if I choose to be an interior designer today, I'm still going to stand out. If I choose to be a makeup artist today, I'm still going to find out that stand out. That's because of who I am. I'm very focused. By the time all these things didn't work, I remember talking to God when I was in 355 restaurant in Lagos, and I told God, I said, please, I'm tired of holding this tray and then serving people. Is there any other thing you would want me to do? Because at a point I was tired. It looks like, okay, I'm enjoying the process, but it looks like it was taking time. Because I believed that I was going to be who I am right now, but I didn't know which route. So now, like I said, I was the best in my school. If there's anything that concerns physics, biology, chemistry, ask me any question, then I'm always the best in class. But I did not have the opportunity to be who I wanted to be. Now, how did I find myself in this fashion industry? I cannot really tell. I can't really tell you the thin line when I moved from here to here. But like I said, in every industry I find myself, I will always excel. So because I love fashion then, I usually give a lady my outfits to make for me. I'm one person that if I give you something to do, if you don't do it well, I'm usually scared of complaining to you. So if I'm telling you to adjust it, I'll be like, I beg, no verse, help me. Even when I know that I paid you to do it. So I don't know how to why did I give you this to do? I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to make people feel bad. So then, I think she embarrassed me and my friends that we collected the clothes, we did not pay her. Even though we told her when we get back from work, we were going to give her the money, but she didn't have patience. And then the outfit, I didn't like it, I didn't wear it. So that was how I got upset. And I'm like, okay, let me go learn this fashion. I didn't go into fashion because I wanted to make money from it. I actually did it because I wanted to be adjusting my clothes for myself and then make whatever I want for myself. But that was how I found myself in this fashion industry. And then the first money I made from it was when a lady who came to our shop to make an adjustment, but my boss said she was not going to do it for her. So she stopped me on the road and said, please, can you just help me adjust it? Just help me hold the hip. So I said, okay, but don't tell my boss that I collected it from you. So I helped her adjust it. And she gave me 1,000 naira. God, my head was so big. I was so happy, like, wow, I made 1,000. So I went back home and I was telling my brother, I said, Senior, look at 1,000 naira. He said, you are rich, oh. That's how I didn't touch that money for weeks, for months. I could not touch it because I was happy that, so I could actually do something with my hands. And then, this is not salary. I just adjusted clothes and then I was paid for it. I was so excited. And another thing that didn't stop me was the people I was learning from. I cannot boldly tell you that this person trained me. I can't find the person who trained me to be who I am today. Because I hear people say, oh, I paid money for this fashion school, I paid money for online class, they didn't teach me, because of that I gave up. You are not ready for it. Because the people you are seeing, you are admiring today, you admire them because they did not give up. So I don't know why you want to stop. At the time where I tried to pay people to teach me. They didn't teach me. I learned through my mistakes. So I am ready to waste 50 yards of fabric till I achieve a particular style. I would buy fabric, I would keep trying them until I get it. And that was how I became who I am today. So fashion is beautiful. There is money in fashion. It's not tailor. I remember my mom who said, oh, maybe you go and learn tailoring since there's nobody to sponsor you to the university. And I was so angry, like, me, tailor. That was then. But today, she's like, is it not the same thing I asked you to learn that you are doing? I said, Mommy, that one is tailoring. This one is fashion designing. Just to use it to just tell her that, okay, it's different. So my mom is very happy. My mom could not even believe that you could be this wealthy from just making outfits. We have a lot of people who have been making dresses for 50 years. But I'm sure some of them have not even made up to 5 million in their entire life. That's because of you finding yourself, finding who you are. Anything you desire to do, anything you want to do, anything you find yourself doing, you should do it well. But before you can do it well, first of all, you find yourself. Ask yourself, what do I want to be? Who do I want to be? The only challenge that we have right now, I would say I have right now, is getting people who could think like me, act like me, and do the job when I'm not there. That's just a challenge I think I would tell you I have, because nobody can do that thing like you. You know, when people pay you to get something done and then you pay people to do the job, you still have to be part of it. That's one of the reasons why most of the fashion industry, some businesses are falling, because they don't have people who could cover up. Because of course, you can't be the one doing it forever. You have to pay people to do the job. So I would say that I am happy that I did fashion, and I'm happy that I choose fashion. I'm happy that right now I can fund whatsoever I want to do. I can still study the medicine if I want to, because right now I have the opportunity, I have the resources to do it. Thank you.
Wow. From an aspiration to become a medical doctor to living your dream as one of Nigeria's top fashion designers. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together again for our amazing guests. Okay, so it's time to open the floor to some questions. I'm sure some of us have some questions for Prudence, but we literally have no time. So can you just make your question very short and straight to the point? I'll take maybe... Can I see the hands? If you have a question for Prudence, please just raise your hand and we can get the mic to you. Okay, I see your hand there. Please, can I? We have a mic over there. We have someone over there.
Good afternoon. Thank you for this opportunity. So I remember one of your posts, and you said something about your business. You said, Prudential pays me. I'm not the owner of that business. And that struck to me in my business that I do. Although sometimes at starting, you have issues with how to keep this money and not use it. But the economy will struck you that you don't have any other thing that you are doing, and you have to use that money to take care of yourself. So how did you build that kind of structure that you try not discipline yourself not to take from that money, allow the business pays you instead of being the owner of the money at that moment? I don't know if you get that question. How do you discipline yourself as a growing business, as a woman in the fashion industry, not to eat from that money and grow that business? I don't know if you get it. Thank you.
Okay. So some people started with capital, while some started like myself. I had no capital. But in everything, 1,000 naira is a capital. Now, when you have, for example, if a client comes to you and then they are making a dress, let me not go to my range of like the amount I charge people. For example, if you charge like how much am I going to call? 50,000 naira for a dress. And the first thing you should do is calculate your cost of production. Cost of production. Cost of production is the fabric, whatever material you need to make that outfit. Take that out. Then you take out at least 50% of the entire money that came. the 50% of the entire money. No, you take out your cost of production, then from the whatever is left, you take out like 50%, divide it into 2, and then keep it. It might be small, but it's something. So now whatever is remaining, you have needs. You need to buy your hair, you need to buy phone, but you can't get everything at once. So from that 50,000, maybe you have like 20,000 left, save something from it. No matter how small it is, save from every customer that pays you. Also, reinvest. You know, for example, you buy iron, you buy tables, you buy needle, all those things is for yourself. You need those things for yourself. So you don't have to start saving like immediately, but you can put money aside because you definitely need it. Because if you're running a business and then you have a machine, you've saved 2,000 naira and then your machine is bad, you have to fix your machine. But always make sure that that money that you are taking out, you put it back. Because the more you keep working, the more you keep growing. And how do you grow? You ensure that everybody around you help you repost. If I make a dress then, I send it to all my friends on my WhatsApp. I ask them to please help me repost because my customer can also be in their timeless. Anybody who is not supporting you, there's no point of keeping them. I don't post on my WhatsApp. The last time I did was when I asked everybody to help me repost and just few. So the few that reposted for me, the rest of them I deleted them. They are not viewing my story again because I needed support. So if you have people around you, they are not proud of you, they are not reposting for you, they are not talking about your business to someone else, you don't need them in your life. I tell people that you need strength because running a business, you're going to fall into depression. You need people who will come and encourage you, even when you're doing a bad job. As a photographer or videographer, you do a video and then the customer is already angry. Why is my picture like this? I don't like it. And just one of your friends will come and tell you, guy, you tried. Maybe just add this or remove this or go for an upgrade. You have people around you to encourage you. Now, for the part where I've grown to a point where I need to employ an accountant, a manager, quality control, supervisor, I have all those people around me. Does not mean that all my problem has been solved. These are different people you're bringing into your business. But in everything that you do, just know that when you grow, the more you grow, the more the problem increase. There were times where my salary in a month, like paying my staff, was just like, let's say 800,000 every month. And that 800,000 is a lot of money for me. Like, 800,000, how much am I even making that I'm paying 800,000 every month? But right now, the total amount of salary that I pay people is close to 20 million every month. So it is growth. It doesn't mean that, she's saving a whole lot. You are still reinvesting. Like I said, in every money that comes, make sure you take out from it, keep aside. Make sure you take care of yourself. As a lady, you're running a business. Don't look like a mad person. Take care of yourself. You are the face of your business. Don't let people come to your office and then they're asking you, where is Prudence? You are the one standing. It has happened to me before. I didn't make my hair. I was looking like a mad person. I was the designer, I was the tailor, I was the joiner, I was the dispatcher, I was everything. So when people come to my office and then I appear, they be like, please, can I speak with your boss? I'm like, I'm the one. They'll be like, oh, you look different. Because, of course, when I'm posting on Instagram, I'll do my makeup, I'll borrow hair, I'll borrow phone. I borrow phone. Yes. If I have somebody who is using iPhone and your camera is clear, I will just book a day with you. Please, can I use your phone? I will take pictures like 10 different looks, collect them into my phone, relax in my house and start posting them, drinking Gary. I don't have money, but I'm posting. It's packaging, we call it. We're packaging them. If I go to Lekki and I find any compound that has a very beautiful gate, I'll book that gate. That's my next location. I will take bus from my house, drive to that place, take my pictures, change inside the cab. When I change, I'll take. When I get home, I sit down, edit the picture the way I can and start posting it. So now when people see this, they will feel like, this lady, where is she getting customer call? I don't have customers, but I'm going to pepper you. I'll make you feel like I have you. So when customers come to my page, they'll be like, this lady, if you are my friend, you come to visit me. That same clothes that I wear, I'll give you to wear it. I will snap you. I will still tell you, thanks for your patronage. And then my friend will still comment, yes. If you come, I will make a lot of them, put them in nylon, make a video of them, post. Oh my God, massive sales. Because when people come to your page, they want to see that you are selling. They don't want to see that, nobody is actually patronizing. So I make you know that I am selling. And what I was playing as what looked like I was faking then is now my reality. What looked like I was faking then is not my reality. So like I said, I will borrow phone. I will tell somebody. I tell people you don't have excuse. You do not have excuse. If I could get phone from someone and tell, please, sir, can I use your phone on Tuesday? Your own is just to wait. I'll take pictures, send the pictures to my phone, delete them. I move on. So with the little that you have, save it. But when you need it, use it. Don't say you are saving and then you are having ulcer. You are the one doing the business. If shawarma hungry, you buy and chop. Don't come and kill yourself. Customers will come. So yeah, I got to employ an accountant because I couldn't do it myself and I had to separate myself from my business. I don't just go to my business, take money. My manager is here. We used to fight with my accountant. I'm the owner of the business. I'll be like, Oga, you need to send this money to me. We cannot send the money to you. If I take money from the business account and they receive a lot, they will summon me immediately. Please, ma, we are sorry. You took so and so amount from. I'll put it back. Please, ma, you have to put it back now. It is my business. Sometimes you feel like I'm fighting with my people. Like, is it not me that employ you? Why are you telling me not to take money? They've set aside my salary, my commission, everything that I need, my expenses. So I don't have any need to go to the business. That after you get to that level, the next thing you need to do is use your money to start another business for yourself. Right. There is no wealthy person who is not sourcing for more. There is no money you have in this life that you'll be satisfied with. People are still looking for money. This money is not enough. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, what a refreshing, honest, and very timely conversation. Okay, so today we've seen how fashion is not just fabric, it's identity, dignity, economy, and agency. And we've been reminded that inclusion is not just about who gets invited to the table, but also who gets to dress, how they show up in power, in purpose, and in pride. So, Prudence, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, for being a voice of bold elegance and cultural courage. And to everyone here who has listened, who has participated, who has clapped, who has laughed, thank you for joining this important dialogue. Let's keep dressing to disrupt, not just for attention, but with intention.
Thank you very much. Let's not just dress for attention, but with intention. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to tell you that you've just graduated from a mini fashion and business masterclass. Congratulations to you, courtesy Prudence. Let's put our hands together for them as they take their seats. That has been a wonderful, wonderful session. Oh yeah, we need to take pictures. Very important. I don't want to get in trouble. So please, let's welcome the head of PIC and other members of the board to please join. This is Dress to Disrupt. So please, if you can rise to your feet so we can take pictures.